real anyway. Yeah, this is
When
this shit is
when
like
did
wrestling.
I have a question? How early in
Mhm.
your career did you realize this was all like wrestling? Because it's kind of funny when you battled Hollow back in St. Louis 11 years ago, you ended your round saying don't buy into that battle rap content. Did you realize back then ahead of time that all this was just make believe for the camera for people to be entertained by?
Well, our world is just different, man. We don't come from that kind. Okay, like, I'm gonna give y'all a story right now. So, first time Hollow and Rich Dollars came to St. Louis when we battled, I had one of the most respected people in St. Louis, stand up guy. He drove them around and took them around, made sure they was cool.
You,
So
you
he
took
got
him
in
to
the
the
car.
Arch, but did you take him to the west side of Pagedale? That's
Oh
what we
no,
want.
oh no, he never went to the. I'm gonna give y'all a couple stories on that. So
Yeah.
uh, my partner, who's one of his most respected, he drove them around. And in St. Louis, everybody got a gun on them. Like, ain't nobody walking around without no gun on them because we know where we at. So he got in the car and he sat in the car and pulled his gun out his waist and put it under the seat. And Rich Dollars panicked. He said, "What's that for?" And he called me, said, "Hey man, what's wrong with dude, man? Like, he throwing me off, bro. Like, what kind of nigga is this? Because I can't be around this kind of shit." Hollow was cool with it, and Rich kind of flaked. Like, "Hey, what is this for?" And he like, "Hey man, what is your man's on?" So it's just all about where are you at in the world, what you have seen. Our world is different. So I know that these battle rappers are only a couple of them are what they say they are. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the ones you think. It'll really blow your mind. Like, the ones who y'all think are what they say they are or not.
Mm.
Because if they was, they wouldn't have to show that. They wouldn't have to. It don't make sense. Like, a lion don't gotta walk in a room and tell you you're a lion. Ever. Never. That motherfucker big, it got a mane, it don't gotta make a sound. You know that motherfucker kill you. So a lot of the rappers, they put on facades for people to buy into. I'm not a facade nigga. I am who I am. I say what I say. I stand on what I said. I said it. What's up? Nothing. All right, cool. Keep it moving. Because I've been through too much. See, I don't even go into my life of my past, because those are thoughts I try to eliminate. Any nigga that really come from something, they don't want to think about that shit. I don't want to think about the shit that I seen or what I had to go do, or I don't want to think about that. I'm just like, no, 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 don't want to. I want to just be away from it. The niggas that glorify it is the ones that ain't never did nothing.
Yeah.
This is simple math with me. So when I hear a nigga raps and I'm listening to him, I'm like, he lying.
Mm.
He lying like a motherfucker. That ain't how that shit work. Cause I've been through every aspect, everything these niggas can tell you. Only thing I ain't never been shot. Everything else y'all hear, I've experienced. And
Mm.
it's like, that ain't how that went. I know that story. That's not how that go.
Yeah, and I gotta give you your props, man, because when you dropped that Bliss project, I didn't know
Mm,
what to expect from the project. I'm like, is he
mm,
gonna be talking about, verbs, the streets, the this, the that, and it was all positive content, but it wasn't whack or preachy. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
definitely got to give you your props on that, man, because I was like, positive verb, like I dig
Well,
this,
well,
man.
well, well,
The
well, you know
project.
what, bro? I'm gonna tell the truth with it is like, why would I tell you to keep doing dumbass shit?
Well, not to keep doing things, but sometimes people want to lay out their testament or to tell you how I got from point A to point B and how I've
Mm,
been able to transform. Because if someone sees you now in this current form as a verb, they're gonna be
mm-hmm,
like, "Oh yeah, I like dude, man. He don't eat meat. He's healthy now. You know what I'm saying? The ladies love him. He always speaks his mind. He's always out there. He's always competitive. I rock with that. But that person may be where you were 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and doesn't know how to get there right now where you are. And sometimes those projects allow people to say, you know what? I could have been a scumbag. I could have been a scammer. I could have been this,
yeah.
but I too can change. You know what I'm saying?
It's a believe it or not, it's a curse because of the simple fact, when you're different and you represent something, that's a curse.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
They love you if you blend in. You
Mm-hmm.
blend in and you're not threatened. See, when I come around, the things I do, the music I put out, the way I carry myself is different from everybody else. So everybody look at you with the side eye like, who you think you are? That's not a like. It's not like a. I'm telling you, it's not like when I come in, the room change. Like if you go to a battle event, the temperature change when I walk in. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm Blade and it's like they vampires. It's the same thing. You
I
know what I'm
got it.
saying? So,
I've,
mm,
I've seen you come into the building a couple times, couple
mm,
baddies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know how I
Very
get in.
silent, stand off to the
Yeah,
side, don't talk to nobody, get that
yeah.
bread, do your show, do your little couple interviews, right back to St. Louis. You know
And
what I'm
I'm
saying?
out.
Like, and you
Man, I
out.
tell them immediately send me home. I don't care what happened. I
Flat out.
for first one out. Yeah, because I like. people don't know the struggle of battle
Mm,
rap, bro. Like
mm,
the mental stress that shit is, y'all will never be able to understand it on this high. If you don't, every person that does this on a high level, the mental stress they go through, that shit is unreal. Like you have to turn your thoughts off. Like when I get off stage, it takes me about 3 days to even turn that shit off.
Mhm.
I have to. It's like a real fighter. Like you sitting up in the middle of the night and going to go through rounds and shit like that. It's like a fighter. You have to really turn that shit off
Yeah.
because it goes through your mind all day long. You know what I'm saying? So and it's draining. It's mentally draining. So I don't answer the phone for a couple days when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that's my time. Like let me get back to myself. Like right now I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
there's
once
two
if
things.
people,
There's two
mm,
things I feel like you don't get credit for, and
yeah,
it's adjusting to the climate because I want to pinpoint two interesting time periods of your career.
mm.
2011, you didn't battle